And as shitty as it was, I think they did the best thing they possibly could by just owning it and just being like, you know what? Here it is. Let's do it.
You know,
so that was cool.
Last week, my big rumor for the head of the Dark Order was Marty Scurll, but this week I'm thinking more and more it could be Matt Hardy.
I would love that.
It would make sense for him to run it. You know what I mean?
I would love it to death. I don't know what the
sideways villain group. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the contract status is for him, but I would absolutely love that, no doubt, hands down.
Mm-hmm. He's done right before WrestleMania, so then he'd be able to start probably this summer.
He's definitely WWE got him known and put him on the map, and you can't take that away, but his mind flourishes so much better outside of WWE by far.
Yes, indeed. And it shows with his YouTube videos. Like, I tune into that shit more often now than I even do Being the Elite. They're fun, little, short, digestible videos, and they tell a consecutive story of how he's trying to figure out what he's going to be next.
Yeah, who he is, what he is. It's awesome.
I love it. Made a pool, and then had a guy come in and help him carry buckets of water from the lake to the pool.
Right.
That was wonderful.
That's fun.
That's good stuff. The dude is a top-tier mind, and he needs to be used right. I feel so bad for ever wishing to see Broken Matt in WWE. Ugh.
Yeah.
But it gets worse, you know? We just talked about all this death and how sad it is that Matt's been stuck with WWE, and now we have to do another pay-per-view prediction for a show that I'm not even really looking forward to watching for the most part, but I still will because it's my job.
Yeah, I was talking to a coworker of mine, and it's like, there's 2 matches I think I want to watch on here. And we'll see the Rumble matches. You know, Rumble matches are never good, but sometimes they can be entertaining. Yeah, entertaining. Sometimes they can be entertaining. I don't know. But this one is, again, WWE Royal Rumble, folks.
2 Royal Rumble matches, so we got 2 shots in the dark for you, as we don't know the whole lineup of either match. We know less about what's happening in this one than we did in NWA HardxTimes. So we're starting off with the Royal Rumble. Yes. We don't call it women's anymore. No, it's just the Royal Rumble. It's just a Royal Rumble that happens to have women in it. Let's be fair though. Let's just call this out and put the blanket out there. Do you think anybody would be confused if you didn't call it the Women's Royal Rumble and it was all women? No. Like, is there anybody sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? I thought Brock Lesnar was starting this one. Yeah, like I know it's all goofy and weird, and we don't need to get into that debate here because we could do that forever. That's more of a hot box top sort of thing. But yeah, it is what it is. Who do we know is going to be in it, Paystee, or who do we assume is going to be in it? Oh, well, so far we've got Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, Sarah Logan, and I think a few more names came out this week, but 26 other participants. It's supposed to be 10 from each brand, but it doesn't look like either one of those is going to be 10 from each brand. Either Royal Rumble. I had heard a while ago, and that's probably Men's Rumble. And looking at this, it's probably true that NXT wasn't in it this year. And maybe that's just the men's because they probably need NXT to round out the women, obviously. Well, yeah, and the fact that TakeOver is probably tomorrow night too, isn't it? Or no? Nope. No, remember, takeovers this year do not coincide. Since they're not a developmental, they don't coincide with the WWE pay-per-views anymore. They get their own. What good's it going to do? Half the reason people watch the WWE pay-per-views is because TakeOver was the night before. Well, I think we'll find something out this time then, don't you? Yeah, we'll see. So who you picking? I'm a stickler for a Kelly Pickler. I'm gonna go with an obvious choice who isn't quite named yet.
but somebody who I'm just gonna say it, Shayna Baszler. I think it would be. I don't. Nobody would be upset that she won.
Get Baszler
she could believably
win. Lynch at Mania. That'd be tasty. I can see
I think it would work.
And when I read it, I was like, I like that. And then I had to do the hard thing of picking and trying not to pick from these 4 names that we know, because they're not going to be the ones to win it. So I got to thinking, Bayley's the other women's champion. And Banks has been coming back on a hot streak. They're all friends right now, yeah. But Banks has been talking about she's working on this album produced by Snoop or some shit like that. And I think if she's got an album coming out, I think you have her win the Rumble. I think you have her play it off like for a couple of weeks like she's trying to pick who she's going to go after. And I think we finally get Banks-Bayley Mania.
I would love that. I mean, that's a marquee match in my book. A lot of people think that's past its prime at this point.
It would be perfect for her to be like cocky and over Bayley because now she's a music superstar or some shit. You know what I mean? Like it all kind of plays together nicely.
Right.
Is it likely to happen? Probably not. But I never win these fucking Royal Rumble matches anyway.
I don't know if either of us have ever won a Royal Rumble prediction because it's just so thrown out there.
I think it should be like a side rule where if you do win one of the Royal Rumbles, you just take the pay-per-view. Because, goddamn.
It's quite the rule of the
Royal
dice.
Rumble because Roman Reigns is usually an easy bet, but
sometimes, yeah, we could have. You never know. Moving on with more women, the SmackDown Women's Championship sees Bayley defending her title against Lacey Evans.
I still want Evans to win this.
I was gonna say, even though it seems like Lacey Evans she's just forever gonna be on the cusp of should win this, deserves to win this, might win this, she's gonna win this.
She won't have her time until Charlotte's injured.
I don't think this is her time. I think Bayley goes into Mania as champion. I'm picking Bayley to keep her title.
And I have to pick Bayley because I picked Banks, and I don't see that working out any other way. Like I said, I want Evans to win. I think she's super over. She's got a great character. Ever since her match with Natalya in Saudi Arabia, she's been on a hot streak, and it'd be good to pull the trigger. But yeah, Bayley, it's safe, right?
Safe.
You're out of here. Then we've got the United States Championship match. Seeing your champion Andrade taking on Humberto Carrillo.
Can we just raise the red flag right now and say that I don't know. I think Trump is defriending Vince McMahon for having Andrade versus Humberto Carrillo for the United States Championship. It's not kosher. It's just not okay.
They call it a Mexican ladder match, and there's a wall in the middle of the ring.
Oh!
To get the title.
Pasty. Pasty.
It's terrible. I know.
I
didn't come up with it. WWE did.
So here we go with I think it's hard to tell. I'm not following, so I don't know what they're doing with anybody, but I know that Humberto's been getting a lot of attention lately, and I don't think they're probably using Andrade the way they should. Although with him banging Charlotte, he's definitely going to be solidified in a top spot constantly. I still think that at this moment, Humberto takes the championship. Andrade ain't going anywhere as long as he's dicking Charlotte.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I'm going with Andrade because he's dicking Charlotte, and Ric Flair likes him, or so he says. And I like Andrade, and I'm not big on Carrillo. So yeah, Andrade. Then we got the main event, guys. Shorty G taking on Sheamus.
Shorty!
Woo! Sheamus is just back from injury, and he's lost a lot of weight, and he's got real in shape. And if he doesn't beat Shorty G, I'll be sad.
So that's your pick?
Yeah, I'm picking Sheamus.
I don't know anything about Sheamus returning or
he came back and then anything. He made fun of Shorty for being short, like heels do.
Yeah. All I know is I feel so bad for Gable that I want him to beat Sheamus. And this is the only match that has zero stipulation and really doesn't matter. So I'm going to pick old Shorty McG.
I just want to know in what universe Shorty G being on board with that name led him to think that Vince was going to put him over.
Can you I've heard before that one of the biggest things in Vince McMahon is when he finds a superstar, the first thing he'll say when he's trying to create a character is, can you see their name on the marquee for WrestleMania? And I do not believe for a second that Vince thought of Shorty G and was like, I can see it on the marquee of WrestleMania. Roman Reigns versus Shorty G.
Oh, it's so sad because Chad Gable is such a good wrestler. Shorty G, though, I couldn't give two fucks about.
I was so behind Gable. I loved Gable. I think his whole career spiraled, his whole WWE career, let's emphasize that, spiraled downward when they passed him over to be Kurt Angle's son for somebody who obviously could never be Kurt Angle's son.
I know.
That was when it spiraled down.
You had your chance. Oh, boy.
And what's it done for Jason Jordan lately? He's not even on the pay-per-view. At least Shorty McGee's on it.
Yep.
I don't know what Jason Jordan does.
And like Kurt Angle, we're going to break your neck.
Yeah.
Only you're not Kurt Angle's genetic line, so you're not going to come back from this one.
No coming back.
No coming back from this one either, Fat Mack. It is a Falls Count Anywhere match seeing Roman Reigns versus King Corbin for the 50,000th time. Literally, this storyline has been going on since SmackDown hit Fox.
And nobody's given a shit since SmackDown hit Fox.
I guess if one good thing has come about it, Roman Reigns is teaming with the Usos now as the Bloodline, which is something we've kind of...
Oh, is that a legit thing now?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I thought this was all... I keep seeing people putting things like that on Facebook, and I thought it was still just fan fiction stuff.
Nope. It is coming to fruition.
Well, we're okay with that. I think it's good for him. I have nothing against that. I actually enjoy it, and I think that's probably a better utilization of him than main eventing WrestleMania, so way to go.
It's better for Roman than the Shield, too,
Yeah, the Shield... I had a whole conversation about that. I'm not going to get into now.
Yeah, 3 solo guys that are basically in their own lanes, whereas it's a family collective unit with Roman at the helm. It's perfect.
It's a family affair.
Yes.
With that being said, we still know that Reigns is winning.
Yeah, I know that King Corbin's winning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know, actually, since you said that, it makes me feel even better that Roman Reigns is winning, because he has a whole team behind him now in a Falls Count Anywhere match. They can interfere freely. What does he have?
Rude and Ziggler and, God, who else did he have?
Oh my gosh.
He's got at least 1 or 2 others that kind of...
That's sad. Those two both had an upside. Well, not so much Ziggler anymore, but Rude for... God.
Yeah.
This WWE landscape has changed, and I don't like it.
It's a strange place.
It's a strange... I'm going to stick to my AEWs and my NWAs and my Impacts. Thank you very much. And MLWs. They make me feel safe and cozy and warm. Like my blankie. Up next, we got...
Women's Championship match.
Yes. We got the man, Becky Lynch, taking on the Kabuki Warrior, Asuka, who just dodged a bullet, literally.
If Becky Lynch wants them to drop women from Women's Championship, can she call herself the man anymore? She's just the Becky Lynch, right?
See, to be fair, I read an article that had Becky Lynch talking, and apparently Becky Lynch has never said anything about wanting to drop that title from the championships. That's just something people came up with from something she said offhand. So I don't know how that all works. She has publicly said she does not want to remove the title women from the women's championships.